Okay, my name is Xinhao,
My name is Wang.
and today we are going to finish all the homework 3. And um, okay, this is what we did in yesterday, and we just want to rerun it first to check if everything is good or not. So, Rails. Okay, I need to type the comment first. Um, okay, so when we click the movie title, the title will be sorted. And if we click the date will be sorted. And then I just click to ratings and refresh it. Yes, they are correct, right?
Yes.
And we forgot to add the ID for the second part, so probably we need to add them in. Let me check. So you can see that we have already have the ID for these check boxes. So we just need to add the ID for the form and the submit button. Okay, so so first we add the ratings form as the ID of the form tag. So we just say ID. Okay, and we need ratings submit for this button. Okay, let's refresh it and see if it is correct or not. Yes, the form has the ID ratings form, and the submit button has the ID ratings submit.
Yes.
So now we have finished the second part of the homework 3, and then we will move on to the third part. In third part, we have to remember all the sorting and filtering settings. I think in the hints, it says if the user include new sorting or filtering settings in params, we should not override them. And if they are not, we should read them from the session, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think we should modify the controller.
I think we should do it first by because the instruction says when you first go to the index and you should and all the checkbox should be selected. I think you should do it first.
Yeah, so, okay. So when the first time we go to the index, everything should be selected. So the first time, how do we know this is the first time or not. Okay, I think if this is the first time we go to the index page, so the session will be yes, if we like this, if session and what we call the readings is equal to nil, then I just say the ratings will equal to we can move this line to the first, and then just say all ratings and end like this. I think this will be when we first come to the index, everything will be empty, and then we just add something to it. And then I think in this part, like the params rating is not equal to nil, so I think the session, the ratings will equal to params ratings, right? Because we have to remember it in our session. And if the params ratings is nil, and we should read the previous settings, right? So params ratings is equal to session ratings, right? And we also need to remember the sorting information. Okay, sorting information. So in this case, so session sort pattern are equal to title. So we just do the same thing that here. Remember everything, right? Session sort pattern is equal to 8 and else. So if we don't specify the sorting, what will happen? I think we should.
You don't do anything.
If I don't do anything for that, so we can change our code. So So we don't need to, we just need to say session sort pattern is equal to pattern, right? And just move it to the top so that we don't need to do it in the other block. So in this case, okay, let me just have a try. So we can check if it can correctly remember the ratings settings. Okay. Click refresh. Okay, this is good. And if I click the title, no. If we click the new movie and then go back, I'm not sure how to test it. Okay, let me read the instruction again. Okay, I think in the instruction it says if the incoming URI is lacking the right params, and you are forced to fill them from the session, and then the next thing we need to do is to use the redirect to, right? So okay, it is on line 22, we can see that if the params rating is nil, and we just read it from the session. And then I think we just say redirect to, and do the redirect to the
Movie.
oh yeah, movies pass. And we need to specify the parameters. And this is for ratings, arrow, params. Just read it from the session. Session ratings. And we also need to pass the sorting information, right? Sort pattern will be session, yeah, sort pattern. And since we have to do this, I think we don't need the rest of the code. So I just commented out first because probably we will need it later. I'm not sure. Okay, so probably we don't need this line because if the params rating is equal to nil, so it will look like this, or params sort pattern is equal to nil, or okay, I think we also need to, with the session, this is the sort pattern is equal to nil, so the sort pattern will equal to empty. Okay. Now we just need to test our program. No, what happened? I cannot test the program. Could you test it?
I don't know how to test it either because there is no test file.
No, just open the web page and see if it is work correctly or not.
Okay, can you post the URL?
You are yeah?
Yes.
I mean, you just you can share your screen.
Cannot read it.
Okay, probably what we did is not correct. So we just need to figure out where we make the mistakes. I think we can check this log because it says the parameters has the ratings g equal to 1. So which means we have already select the g, right? But in fact, we didn't select anything. I think first, I just want to try this session clear because probably there is some information remain in my computer, so I just try it. Okay, still around. What's the problem? I think it jumps several times, so probably this part has some problems. We should not add this one. Just okay, run it again. Okay, now we get something different. I think it's good. At least we can get some information, right? Undefined method case. Um, okay. Yeah, I think what we pass is not a hash. It is something like okay, I got how to do that. So we should not pass this one. We should pass something like first one is g, and g is equal to 1, and dg to 1, pg 13 to 1, and r to 1. So why? The parameter is session ratings. But I have already changed it, right? I have already changed the session ratings.
Is the origin position wrong?
What?
All ratings should be in the below.
No, I didn't use all ratings, right? I have already changed the session ratings to some hash. Oh, probably if it is a hash, we should use the curly bracket. And then let me just run it again. Greetings. Probably we need to use the session clear so that we can make sure everything is clean. Okay, just rerun it. Okay, this time it is good. Okay, this time it is good, so we don't need the session clear. Refresh it. Okay, and then we need to figure out how to test it. If we say submit R, and then I add a new movie, that I don't think this is correct. So if I click the more info and back to movie list, yes, I think this works, right? Because this is a new request, and then it still remember what we failed before. And if I click the refresh, so which means we check nothing, right? And it should display everything. Oh, okay, this is not good. Okay.
You mean when we do not check everything, it should display everything?
Yes. But I think it's pretty weird because if we click the refresh, it should submit nothing, right? Because we don't check anything. Nothing should be submitted, and the parameter should be nil. But in fact, it has one parameter.
I think we should
What?
to select the checkbox.
Okay. Select the checkbox and then?
No. When when you first select the checkbox and you go to another page and you back, it should be selected.
Why we should go back?
Test it. You should remember.
Yeah, but it has already been remembered, right?
In the web page, it's blank, but you should select that.
Oh no. You mean the checkbox should be selected, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But I don't think it should be selected, right? No, I don't think it should be selected. Because if you go to a new page, everything will becomes unchecked, right?
What's the problem? You mean the sort doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, if I okay, this is good. And because it says if a user uncheck all the checkboxes, and then it will use the settings in the session hash. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Okay, this is good. And then we just need to check if the sorting works. So I sort it, and then I click a movie, back to movie list. No, the sorting doesn't work. Right, the sorting is not work. So how to solve this one? The sorting. So we have already had the ratings. So sort. Does it mean we need to do the same thing like the if params sort patterns equal to new, and then I just redirect to somewhere. I should put it here. Okay, does it work? Please note that you may only call render or redirect, and at most once per action. Okay, so we cannot redirect this one. We should have how to get the sort. So let me just refresh it and put. Okay, so let me check the. Okay, I think there's nothing about the sorting in the parameters, and this will be a problem.
Yeah, but you redirect to pass and it has the sort pattern, the session.
Yeah, but so you mean we have already had the pattern, right? The session pattern, and then I put it here, the sort pattern, and assign it to the session sort pattern. But it didn't. But it doesn't show up in the URL. I think this will be a problem, right? But why it doesn't show up? Okay, let me just delete this. Okay, does it work if we change the order? I'm not sure. If we change it like this one and refresh it, will be the, we just go to the movie and okay, still nothing. Oh.
Yeah, you go to movie the first time, it shouldn't be sorted.
Yeah, it shouldn't be sorted, but I have already specified the parameters, right? So it should have some parameters, but not anything like the title or date. Okay, let's just try if I set the title by default, and what will happen? There's still nothing.
But it has the ratings, but not the sorting.
Yeah,
sort
it has ratings, but not sorting. But why? Because I have already specified this. Just add some new params. Sort pattern is equal to nil. Does it work? Okay, not. So this is not good. Okay, let's just check. Change it to the params. I change it to params, then the sort pattern will become pattern. There's nothing changes here.
Should we change the code in the show?
In a show, so
Or no. Just that display the view. We should.
this one, the view.
Yes.
So what should we change?
I don't know because when you press when you press the
Back to movie list.
yes, and there should be adding some.
Okay, if I, so where's the button?
I think it's
In show.
sure.
So if we go back to the movie list, it will go to the movies path and no parameters. And then we just say, okay, if there's no ratings, we will get the ratings from session. And if there's no sorting pattern, we will just get it from the session. So I think this will not be a problem, probably. And you can just think if I click the movies pass, it will first go to the line 16 in the controller, which says, okay, if the session is new, so the session will be initialized. Everything should be initialized, and then it will go to the prems, and it will find that the rating is new. So it will be redirected to some new URL with the sort pattern and ratings. These ratings will be initialized, and the sort pattern will also be the. I think it is correct. But if I add this one and I use the symbol, but some string like this. Then I just rerun it. So if I sort it first, then I can back to the list. No, still not good. I just wonder why there's nothing in this URL for the sort pattern.
Oh,
What?
I mean, let's see. First time you go. I mean, if you first time you visit this page, it first checks session rating is none, and it select everything, and then session sort pattern is new and you assign the title.
Yeah.
And then you check whether pattern, and then you get the pattern from the params, and then you session sort pattern equal to here.
Okay.
And here is null.
All right, so let's just comment out this line and okay, this. Okay, rerun it. And oh yeah, this time it works. So yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this case, we should not assign
Yes.
the session to the pattern. Okay. Okay, so all right, that's good. So in this, if I just change it, yeah,
to empty.
Yeah, to empty and check if there were any changes. No? Oh. Okay.
It's remember, or maybe
Really? It is remember?
delete. You restart and try it.
Okay, so I just close it.
Yes.
And oh no.
Maybe uncomment that session clear.
Yeah, okay. Uncomment this one. Okay. So probably we should not use the session here because we just use the params. And if there is nothing, okay, let me just read the instruction again. So,
And you still need session.
yeah, I think I still need the session, but okay, let me just have another try. Okay, so in this case, but I didn't remember any. So,
Should be not. Oh, it's still here.
Yes. Let me just comment out the first one, because we don't need to remember the session. No. Okay, good. Okay, this line is wrong.
I think you shouldn't use the session clear, because this means every time you go to that page, you will clear the session.
Yeah, but I need to clean it at the first time, because it has already remembered something. Okay, now I just comment out this line, because we don't need to remember anything. And then I can say, okay, movie title. Okay.
What's happening?
I'm not sure, because I clicked the movie title, but the title is not sorted. Okay, this time the rating doesn't work. What happened? Okay, this time it works. I think it's pretty weird. Okay, just delete this line, because probably we don't need it. Okay, the session is remembered. And then I just click the movie title. If I click it, nothing will happen. Release date.
We need to change that file index that check that here that form tag movies. Do we need to change something in here?
Form tag
because what we have done already is that if we are in the same next page will work correctly, but when we go into that page and when we back.
But I don't think this is the problem now, right? We are focusing on how to remember the sort pattern, but not the other things, right? Are we considering the same thing or not?
Yeah, you mean how to remember the sort?
Yeah, I mean how to remember, but that's nothing about the form, right? Even if the form doesn't.
When you remember the sort, you're testing it by you first go into the detail page and then you come back and you check whether it's.
Yes. Yep. And then.
So maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back to the movie list,
Yes.
You still see, okay, if it is sorted or not, but that is nothing about the form, right? This form is just ratings, and we have already do good enough in ratings. It can correctly remember ratings, but it just cannot remember the sort pattern. I just let the sort pattern here. Sort pattern and sort pattern. And params sort pattern like this. And then I just need to clear the session first. Params ratings. Okay, so this time the ratings get some problems. Okay, this is good. And then if I click the movie title, okay, so still the same problem. Let's go back and check the URL. The sort pattern is and then I click the movie title, it will say the ratings. Okay. Show. I'm not sure the next. This one. So the condition here is still not good because we have already had the sort pattern but not ratings. So if we change it to 4, does it work? And I need to comment out this one, refresh it, click the movie title. But why? If I click the movie title, the sort pattern were equal to title. And then the parameter, this one is not null, and this one is not, this one will be nil, right? And then it will be redirect to the session, and the session pattern is empty, so we change it to params and try it again. Okay, it is good because and then I just click this one back to movie list. Why? What happened? No. If we have already had this rating and sort pattern, and then I just go back to this page, we will find that the ratings and sort pattern are not nil, so we don't need initialization. And then I will say pattern equal to params, this one, and it will be empty or nil. And then I just redirect to somewhere else where it has the sort pattern equal to nil and the ratings equal to the session. Okay. Okay, let me just change another way. So if the params sort pattern is equal to nil, and then I just say params sort pattern equal to session sort pattern, and this one is useless. And let's just clear the session first. If I click it is good, and then I go back. Okay, it is still remembered. And what if I click 3? It is, okay, in this case, the sort pattern disappeared.
It should disappear.
Why?
Because you refresh.
Yeah, I refresh, but I think everything should also remember the sort pattern, right? Because everything should be remembered.
Yeah, but the content are changed.
Then I still need to remember our, sort pattern, and then everything should be sorted. So how to do it? Okay, this is not good, so I just delete this one. Let's just go back and think from the beginning. Okay, at first I just initialize everything at here, and then I just
See the checkbox.
what?
No,
What
no,
the
no, 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 no,
checkbox?
no, no, no.
Okay, just add some more condition here. Let's just have a try. If params reading equal to nil and params sort pattern is equal to nil. So if they're both nil, I will redirect it to and session. This is correct, and then else if this one is nil, and I will do this one, and then I'll do the same thing for else if, and this is the sort pattern is equal to nil. And if sort pattern is equal to nil, I just use this one. So we say the session sort pattern is good enough. Let's just have a try. Okay, and then sort the title and click it, go back, no. Because the param ratings is nil, and then yeah, probably this is the session. If it is both are nil, yeah, it's a session. Movie title? No. So if I click the movie title, the sort pattern will not nil. Is not nil, but rating is nil. And then it will be redirect to this one. So this one will be params. And we direct to the rating. And if it is if I choose some kind of ratings, so this will be param, and it will read from the previous session. And then I just click the movie title, sort it, click it, go back, remember it, and then I just choose the last three. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Refresh. Yeah, 7. And then I click the release date. Okay. Still 7. Go to one of the movies and back to movie list. It is still sorted and okay. Okay, yeah. It's good, right? Okay. So is it all right or not?
I think so. Not sure.
All right. Okay, and you say the checkbox. Is there any problem with the checkbox?
I don't know. Maybe when you select the checkbox and it should disappear. No, it should appear forever.
So as long as I check it, it should be checked if, and even it should be remembered, right?
Yes,
It should.
I'm not sure.
Okay, just let's have a try. I'm not sure how to do it, but
Is this a instruction or not?
I don't think there's an instruction. If so, I think it will be in part 2, right? The last step is to remember these settings. That is, if the user has selected any combination of column sorting and restricted by rating constraint, then the user clicks to see the detail of one of the movies. When he clicks the back to movie list on the detail page, the movie listing should be remembered and field sorting from before. Yeah, if so, I think we can. We just need to change this checkbox at here in the index. So you can check online how to do it. I think it is pretty easy because we just need to read the session information from the controller, right? As long as it has some remembered settings. So only this one. Okay, so that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a try. Okay, I go back to the controller. I clear the session at first. Delete everything. Okay, everything will be checked at first, and then I just say movie title, sort it, and then I just click 2, so it will just show that. Okay, I just click 1, so it will show three movies. Yeah, 3 movies, and it is sorted. Then I go to the list and go back again. Okay, it is still, but this one is still 3, right? But yeah. Session ratings. What if the session? But why we need to do this for? The hash does not have a. I think it's not correct, right? Okay, let's consider in this way. If we show this page, it will read the controller, right? So we can create a new variable, right? To store what should be displayed at here, and just call this variable in this at here in the index, right? So I think so first we need to create a variable like checkbox. Yeah, checkbox. Or we just call it CB because it is much simpler. So I should show something after the redirect. So so if I choose nothing, the okay, probably we need some more variable in sessions because we should not use this one. So if I come in with nothing, I just say that this is called CP, and it will be nothing, right? And then just one comma CP session CP. And then if the rating is nil, okay, let's just do this first. So
That should be double quote.
why? Is there any difference? Yeah, is there any difference between the single quote?
I don't know.
I don't think there's any difference, probably. And then if the rating is nil, which means I should I think CB is equal to primes ratings. And then here, just need to say I think this time we have already remembered the CB, right? And then I just need to call CV at here. Okay. Okay, but in this case, the CV is empty. You can check the URL. The CV is empty, but everything is checked. Okay, it's weird. So are you sure this line is correct?
But if you delete one, you are not correct.
Is it necessary to do this one? Okay, so if I delete one, it's this one, CBR is equal to 1. What does it mean? So if I check 2, no. Why we need the 1 at here?
One is the value.
Okay.
If one, it means it's checked, and if it's not one, it's not checked.
Okay. But if you add 1 at here, and then I clear the session, and I this one, you can see that CV is nothing, but everything is checked.
Yeah, this is correct. The first time you go in.
But in fact, I haven't checked anything, right? The user haven't checked anything.
The first time you go to the index,
Okay.
it should all check.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. You can see the part 2 in the hints and the comments. The first time the user visits the page, all checked boxes should be checked by default. So the user will see all the movie.
Okay, so the first time user visit
For
display
now,
order should be checked by default. For now, ignore the case. Okay, so you mean this is correct?
Yeah, the first time it should be all checked and all the movie should be listed.
Okay, and then if I just check, and then I just check.
Uncheck.
If I just use the first one, G, 1, 2, 3, I have. Okay,
But it's all.
it is all checked.
I think we should change the value accordingly because you assign to one and you press refresh,
Okay.
and it's the value is still one. You submit it.
What do you mean? So which value should I reset?
Yes. In that index HTML file, the second value is
the second value.
Yeah. The second parameter is one.
Okay.
It sets the value of the checkbox is one. If the value of the checkbox is one, it means it is being selected.
Yeah.
So I think if this value should be changed accordingly, because
okay, so
when you submit it,
if I submit it, what should I change to?
This value should change because when you uncheck it, and this value should become 0.
Okay.
Let me check.
Okay.
Yeah. This to 0 first and see if I think all values should be.
Okay, I got something from the Stack Overflow. I think this is the same problem. That guy also working on this this homework, and he asked how to check this box, and somebody says the second parameter will be the value of the checkbox, and the third parameter is a Boolean condition. So so I think this third one should be something like this. Wait, it still be 1, but if the session check, I think it is called rating or something. Rating, or okay, this is a. If I use this one, okay, let's have a try. So still clear the session first and delete everything.
The first
time is all checked. Then I select I1, which is G, refresh. Okay, it is G, right? And then I want to check if it is correctly remembered or not. So I just click info and back to movie list. It is still remembered. And then I sort it and go to another movie list, details, and go back to the list. Okay, do you think everything is good?
Yes.
Okay, and I think probably we don't need this variable. I think it's just like if I don't need this variable, I can just change it to the ratings, right? Because there's no difference.
Yes.
This was saved and just say
Rating.
ratings, and I save this one. I delete this part. Okay, and session. I just clear the session, and okay, everything is checked. Trash it. And then I just want to sort the movie first. Delete R, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies. Refresh it. So 6, 7 movies. Sort it, and checkbox is good. Then I just go to details, back to movie list. Everything is still good, and then I just delete something more. So I just have 4 movies. 4 movies sorted, change to release date, go to some details, and back to the list. Everything is still good. Then I just has only 1 rating. Refresh it. Okay. Yeah. Do you think we finished this part?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else we should do. Is there anything else? No. So okay, we can just commit and deploy it on Heroku.
Okay.
Oh, if you create this, should you create? You use the Heroku create first.
Yes. And maybe forget.
Okay, and then we can. Okay, and then we can open our.
No.
Oh, okay. We need to migrate
Database.
first. Yeah.
What's the URL of this one?
Okay.
Cannot.
Yeah, I can check it. URL. Okay. Where is it?
I think when you created it.
Yeah, I have found it. Okay. All right. So everything is checked at first, and then okay, sort, and delete the R. So I should have 7 movies. Go to the details and go back to the movie list. Then I just delete another rating, refresh, okay, use something else and go to details, back to list. Everything is good, and then uncheck another one. So yeah, this time is good. So what if I uncheck everything?
Should you remember just the PG?
Okay, so it just remember the PG. Okay, yes, it's great. All right, I think it's good. All right. Okay, and that's all for the homework 3.